65 years ago, all of our friends here, all of you Dutch patriots who are here celebrating the 65th anniversary of freedom. And we're pleased to be here with you to help celebrate, because I've always said that one thing that we have in common with the Dutch people as Americans is our love for freedom and our willingness to sacrifice and take risk and risk our life to preserve those values we hold dear. And a further point is, for me and my comrades to be here, honor those we left behind. We're the real heroes of this Waal River crossing. We're the survivors. And I come back here when I can, as do the rest of us, to honor our buddies, our close friends. And I want to take the moment that I have here on a little journey. If you'll follow me, I want to tell you why we did this, why we had to cross this river, and what it was like to be part of it, as being one of those boats, and under heavy enemy fire all up and down this dike, and as I'll point out, from areas around all over. I want you to stand in my shoes, if you will, while I take you on this journey, because a lot has been written about the Waal River crossing and about market garden, and most of it is correct. But I want to tell you how we saw it as soldiers who made this crossing. The British 30th Corps, leading Montgomery's First Army, had proceeded through the 101st Airborne Division and had approached Nijmegen. They got into Nijmegen, and the plan was, as you know, they would cross the bridges at Nijmegen and proceed up to Arnhem, where the British 1st Parachute Division, the Red Devils, was in dire straits, and it practically jumped on top of two German Panzer divisions. There was a great urgency for the 30th Corps with their armor to get up to Arnhem. But they couldn't move through Nijmegen because we did not yet control the city, and the British tanks would not attempt to cross the bridges unless they knew they were secure. It meant that we had to secure both sides. General Gavin came up with a plan and presented it to the British, in which one of our battalions in the 505, the 82nd Airborne Division, along with British tanks, would fight to clear the south end of the bridges, while downstream another battalion would cross in boats and circle around and come around from behind. That way we would control both sides of the bridge and permit the British to cross. We at the 3rd Battalion, and the men that are with me today, crossed this river, were all part of the 3rd Battalion of the 504th Parachute Infantry Regiment of 82nd Airborne Division. We had completed all of our initial assignments. We had taken the bridge over the Maas at Graven, and we were then put into Division Reserve. We were the Reserve Battalion. And so when a decision was made to cross, it fell upon the Reserve Battalion. It wasn't because we were the best, although we thought we were, and I'll say today that we probably were, but because we were the Reserve Battalion. We were selected. And our battalion commander, then Major Cook, then was told we were going to cross that river. And he had hoped that we could do it at night, where we could do it under the cover of darkness and have secrecy on our side, where we maybe could get across before the Germans detected us. But we learned that there weren't any boats available, and those that the 30th Corps had were way back in the column. Now the column was strung all the way from here back to Eindhoven, and over a single lane road. And if you've ever seen an armored corps, it would boggle your mind. They passed through our position below Nijmegen, just bumper to bumper. Vehicles, tanks, men, just on and on. I thought, honestly, that it would be a matter of time the war would be over. The mighty armor that I saw. But we didn't control Nijmegen. And so it befell upon us then to make this river crossing. It was Major Cook that decided that 2 companies of his battalion would cross. And I say 2 companies because the British only had 26 boats, and that's all that they could carry. We would have liked to brought the entire battalion across at once, but we didn't have the conveyance. And so 2 companies were selected, and I happened to be in one of them. Captain Burriss, who was up there, commanded the other. And so we started out through Nijmegen, bypassed Nijmegen, overcame some resistance, some sniper fire, they were firing at us, followed around behind that dike on the other side, and proceeded beyond that utility plant. And there we moved down and took up an area of about